Good morning. You listen to FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kim Farr. This morning, my guest is Karen Mendelsohn, the Senior Vice President of Marketing with Mohawk. Karen, how you doing?
I am well, thank you, Camp. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to talk to you. We're talking today because I wanted to get into the details about this news story you've just put out around your hurricane relief efforts. And I guess it's all Mohawk United brands together working toward some relief for both Florida and Texas. Let's get into that in just a minute. Just a quick background on you. You've been at Mohawk now for, about a year and 4 months. Is that right?
That is correct, almost to the day.
Okay. And prior to that, you were the chief strategist with Masco Corporation, which owned brands like Delta and Bear Paints. And you have an education background from Columbia and Wharton, so impressive credentials.
Well, thank you very much, Camp. I have to say that educational background is somewhat in the distant past, but I do still use much of what I've learned, both from my academic background and certainly from my professional experience at Masco and now at Mohawk.
What have you been focused on with Mohawk recently?
Where we've been focused with Mohawk, and you touched on it a bit in your opening as you positioned our hurricane relief efforts, we have really been working to help Mohawk Industries go to market with what we like to call a family of brands versus just a collection of brands. So if you think about a family, and this is the analogy that I like to use, each individual in the family, siblings, parents, each individual has their own unique and distinct personality. No two people are alike, and yet when that family is functioning well as a unit, that unit of individuals complements each other, that makes that unit stronger as a whole than either of those individuals are independently. And so for the past year, we've been working strategically and organizationally and executionally to ensure that the strong brands that we have are working together like a highly functioning family, each with their own unique and distinct equity, some with their own unique and distinct go-to-market strategies, but all working together in a way that's complementary that makes Mohawk Industries stronger as a whole.
And I believe there's a tagline now for Mohawk. I just saw in the building driving through Calhoun the other day. What is that?
Yes, we're flooring the imagination. So we have every flooring surface that you can imagine and then some, in every segment of the industry across the entire world.
Well, let's get into this hurricane relief. You're just rolling this out. It looks like it's multifaceted. It not only helps your own employees, but also helps the dealers that are out there, and even has an element, I guess, with the commercial group as well. Tell us some details, if you would.
Correct. Yeah, we have really three pillars to our Mohawk Industries hurricane relief effort. We are certainly supporting our customers. This tragedy and devastation is one that's local, but it touches all the hearts and minds of people across the country for sure and the world. So we have programs in place to help our retail partners and to help them get back on their feet, to help them get product so that they can help small businesses and consumers with the flooring that they need. We have advertising that will be in the markets to help consumers find their closest, most convenient specialty retailer and dealer. We've got a landing page, a hashtag Mohawk Hurricane Relief landing page that also helps consumers find dealers and retailers. And as you mentioned, Mohawk Group itself is also working closely with their customers to help the needs of our commercial specification neighbors in Florida and Texas. From a colleague standpoint, first and foremost, that was a top priority for us across the entire organization to make sure that our associates were sheltered and stable. Daltile jumped on this immediately, given their proximity in Dallas to Harvey, and they started a GoFundMe page to provide employees who were either slightly or horribly devastated by the hurricane to provide them access to donations directly. We also had an effort from Dow Tile where individuals and associates within our Dow Tile family could collect things that folks needed, whether it was staples or diapers. They could adopt a family to help them as they began to rebuild. They called it their care team, and they created customized help lists with items like food and clothing, baby essentials, toiletries, cleaning products, pet supplies, whatever these people needed. We also are working very hard with the United Way. United Way, just so you know, has raised already more than $29 million for hurricane relief. So United Way is a longstanding partner of Mohawks, and we're proud of that partnership, and we're proud of the work that United Way is doing to help rebuild the communities. And then we have a friends and family program that provides a discount to help assist consumers in these hard-hit regions get back on their feet, so to speak, with flooring. So it's an easy one-click stop to the MohawkHurricaneRelief.com, where additionally our associates or anyone can donate to the cause or find retailers that are providing discounts with special financing.
All right, so you've set up this website, this URL, and people who want to know more details, because there's a lot of dimensions to it. It's discounts, it's financing, it's ad assistance, it's gifts to the United Way, and it's all at MohawkHurricaneRelief.com. Is that right?
Correct. It's a one-stop place to go to partner with Mohawk to help our retailers, our customers, our colleagues, and our communities.
All right. So what kind of feedback are you getting from the dealers in these most impacted areas? Are you hearing much from them, the kind of help that they need?
We certainly are. We were right there in Houston, and we've been right there in Florida, even though earlier communication was a little bit hard. And we're happy to say that we have maybe in Houston a handful and a half retailers that were really impacted from a business perspective in their stores, and we're certainly helping them. And we have yet to have a count in Florida of our customers that have been impacted, but we will have that soon. And all those that we have been able to be in touch with by phone, we have been. And we are working individually with all of the customers in those affected regions to get them what they need so that they can then turn around and help the folks in their area and the small businesses in their area get back on their feet as quickly as they can.
All right, Carol, this is great news, and I'm glad to help spread the word. It's a very noble program that Mohawk's put together here. I'm sure that the people will appreciate the help. Again, been talking to Karen Mendelsohn about Mohawk's Hurricane Relief Program for Texas and Florida. Karen's the Senior Vice President of Marketing at Mohawk, and you've been listening to Kemp and FloorDaily.net.